Hola a todos, ¿qué tal? Bueno, supongo que esta no os la esperabais y es por la sencilla razón de que no he comentado que hace poco en el Black Friday me hice con una One X porque la vi bastante bien de precio, tenía 3 juegos y bueno, aparte ya comenté en alguna otra ocasión que yo tengo juegos de la 360 originales y los quería volver a jugar. Y además la retrocompatibilidad de esta consola mejora el contenido original. O sea, yo he visto vídeos por ahí de que no solo hace que el título vaya más fluido, sino que en algunos casos también aumenta la resolución. Con lo cual es un plus, ¿vale? Independientemente del catálogo que pueda tener esta consola, que a mí me guste o no me guste, ¿vale? A mí el tema de la retrocompatibilidad sí que me parece un acierto. Hay gente que dice que no importa, qué tal, pero bueno, para mí sí que es importante. Y eso, como vi una buena oferta que me interesaba, pues me la agencié. Y he de decir que lo poco que he probado de esta consola me está gustando bastante, ¿eh? O sea, como plataforma la veo mejor que la Play 4 y también la tengo, ¿eh? No vaya a ser algún loquillo que se crea que estoy echando pestes de la Play 4 o lo que sea, no. Las tengo las dos. Y lo poco que he visto de esta está empezando a gustarme más que la otra. En fin. Vamos a empezar. Este para mí fue el último gran juego que hizo BioWare antes de que EA metiese su ponzoña, ¿vale? Y la verdad es que cuando lo jugué en su momento me gustó mucho. ¿Y por qué no lo estoy jugando en PC? Por la sencilla razón de que lo he comentado otras veces. No me gusta el control del puntero por ahí por medio de la pantalla. Es como si estuviese tocando ventanas de Windows, vaya. Me distrae bastante de lo que es el juego y prefiero jugarlo con mando. A pesar de que sé que el control es mucho mejor con un teclado y un ratón, yo mismo un shooter no lo jugaría con un mando, ¿vale? Pero en este caso he de decir que, manía mía, prefiero jugarlo así, con el mando, ¿vale? Y aparte que ya digo que lo tengo en 360, tengo el juego original, no me lo voy a comprar otra vez para PC. A pesar de que sé que ha habido ofertas muy buenas, que tal igual. Bueno, historias, vamos a empezar. Dragon Age Origins, sí. Los DLCs que están aparte del juego no los voy a jugar, que como son estos. En su momento jugué a este y no me... O sea, me pareció regulero en comparación a lo que es el juego base. Es decir, a mí no me aporta nada y al final es un poco chustero para mí. Así que todos los DLCs que estén integrados en el juego sí que estarán, ¿vale? Porque esta es la versión Ultimate. Pero los que estén aparte no los subiré. Bueno, me he dado cuenta también que en el canal los juegos que tienen mucha historia como este o como el Nier o algo así, la gente al final deja de verlos, pero bueno, me da igual. Me apetece darle un repaso a este juego, en su momento me divertí muchísimo. Y allá va.
The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Bueno, pues aquí hay que elegir bien. Bueno, bien. A ver, en realidad si no has jugado este juego, no sabes qué es lo que te conviene. Sexo, tal, raza. Vale. Este era humano, elfo. Ya jugué como elfo y como enano, así que esta vez voy a coger un humano. El trasfondo guerrero. Pícaro. O sea, de todas las clases que probé en su momento, la que más me gustó, no digo que sea la mejor, ojo. Sé que los magos aquí están muy fuertes. A mí la que más me gustó fue la de pícaro. Hostia. ¿Solo puedo coger noble humano? ¿En serio?
Greetings.
Cerbero Coastland. No me termina de convencer ninguna de las caras. Ya ves que esto no es ningún portento gráfico. Buah, tío, parece que se ha pegado toda la tarde en el sol. En fin. Oh my god. No. Vale, quizás este es el... o este, va. Pelo. Esto la verdad es que te pones a trastear con estas historias y te puedes pegar aquí una tarde tranquilamente jugando con estas mierdas. Venga, va. Alright. Wow. Eso ya parece que sea más espuma de afeitar que otra cosa, así que fuera. Vale, va. No nos extendamos mucho con esto.
lost the spell.
How do you do?
Greetings.
Bueno, esa misma.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. But we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Wow, yo he jugado como enano y como elfo, y esta intro no me la conocía. Así que esto al menos para mí es nuevo. Bla bla bla. Me has traído aquí por alguna razón.
Since your brother is leading our forces south and I'm going with the Owl, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Venga, va, un poco de humildad.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Vaya, con el elfo, con el enano no había tanta fanfarria, era... no sé. El enano era de los barrios bajos, el elfo era del bosque. Era bastante diferente esto, la verdad. Es una... vencieron, sí.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Vale, os pongo un poco de situación para los que no lo sepáis. Hay posibilidades de que en la elección de un guardia gris muera en el intento y no llegue a ser nada, ¿vale? Entonces por eso supongo que este tío tiene tanta reticencia. Creo que me gusta la idea, bueno. Vamos a ver, que nos lo explique, va.
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone? In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Venga, va, vamos a ver
We'll
con
have
Duncan.
plenty of time after we're gone. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Vale, al menos en la elección de... Bueno, cuando estaba yo con el elfo, obviamente los dos otros candidatos murieron y mi protagonista, ¿no? Claro.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Earl and myself alone. Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
Vale, corre en peligro Fergus y mi padre.
I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king. Until we speak again.
Ok, el lore de este juego es muy extenso y la verdad es que si no lo habéis jugado nunca, vale la pena ir leyendo los libritos y las cositas que hay por ahí, vale.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave. Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off. That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Venga, va.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
Nueva misión, buscar al perrillo.
Good evening, my lord. Yes. Finished.
Vamos a ir cogiendo todo lo que haga falta. Oh.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But, mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Cuidado, señora, qué modales. Esta es buena. Quizás sería mejor sacrificarte a ti. Venga, va. Un poco de condescendencia.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Oh, sí, aquí los elfos se les trata muy mal, ¿eh? Son como parias.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Estás intentando decir algo.
It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
Vale, este. Hostia, no. Quería cambiar el nombre, pero bueno, da igual. Vale.
Disgusting critters. Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
¿Os habéis dado cuenta la cantidad de sangre que ha salido de matar unas ratas?
Those were rats from the Kokari wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Ah, no creo que sea más perro, pero da igual. Tela blanco y tela blanco, ya está.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Sí, vamos a contar lo de las ratas.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead. Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Señora, necesitas un buen marido, ¿eh?
Start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Hombre, al final se ha ablandado un poco la señora. Vale. Joder, qué diferencia esto de los enanos que estaban ahí peleándose contra la mafia de los enanos y todo el rollo. En fin. Esto es como mucho más llevadero. Por aquí ya está. Es una alfa también, ¿verdad?
We will serve you while the Terran is away.
The Terran and the Arl are supposed to leave before dawn. It'll be a long night.
Task is finished. Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening, my lord.
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked? Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew. I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
Vale, vamos a buscar los aposentos de el hermano. Por aquí. No lo creo.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Incumpliendo vuestro deber.
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here. We appreciate that, my lord. Thank you.
Tesoro. Solo los pícaros. Coño, yo soy un pícaro.
No, I cannot.
Bueno, sí, soy un pícaro, pero...
Good evening, my lord.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
No les vendría un poco más de disciplina. Va.
I see you haven't changed. Perhaps it would benefit you to join our lesson.
Venga, va.
Wonderful. The Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start? Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Astucia. Vamos a emplear la astucia.
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern. Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man. If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence. Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Vale.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good I'm doing. Then let myself all this was.
Vale, los códices están para leerlos, y ahí está el lore y bla 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 bla. Este juego tiene un sentido del humor un poco peculiar.
I swear, when this is over.
$50 puntos de experiencia. Muy bien.
Think again.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
A Nan le ha estallado la cabeza y mi sabueso se ha comido el personaje de la cocina. Ah, muy bien.
Ah, marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Van Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
¿No estabais borracha?
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's riding with your father tomorrow.
It's good to see you again, my lord.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Vale.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Vamos a continuar a buscar al hermano. Sí, es que no tengo subido lo de las cerraduras, entonces...
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Me dais náuseas, dice. Joder.
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come? Oh, if I were a Grey Warden, little brother, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it. Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Unos plegarios no le vendrían mal. Venga, va. Aportemos confianza.
I keep telling you, no Darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, Mother dear. You'll take care of her brother, won't you?
Venga, va.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Vale, esto es nuevo para mí, pero ya me imagino cómo va a terminar. Cómo suelen terminar las historias aquí en Dragon Age. Ya se ha liado.
My lord, help me! The castle is under attack!
Coño, ¿son humanos, tío? ¿En serio? Vale.
Come, let us end this. No quarter shall be given. Very well. Where is everyone else? Don't believe this. I shall be no lover shall be very well. I shall this. It's begun. It's begun. Shall be done. I shall shall be done. As you say. Very well. Shall be done. Very well. Shall be done.
Qué cabrones.
I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
What the fuck?
They never got through the door, thanks to you. The scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howl's men. Why would they attack us?
Vaya, pues empieza esto bien, ¿eh?
You don't think Howl's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him. I most certainly will not. I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Hostia, ahora tengo mi madre de compañera. Vale, alma Mari, fuerza, por supuesto. Vale, y dado que yo soy un pícaro, destreza y astucia, por supuesto. Vale, vamos a ver. Confección de venenos. Esto no sé yo si me será muy útil. Dos armas. Of course. Vaya. Esta no puedo subir de nivel entonces ya sé qué va a pasar. Bueno. A rapiñar como es costumbre.
More enemies ahead. As you said, we've begun. Shall be done. As you said. Very well. Very well. Shall be done. As you said. Shall be done. Very well. As you said. Shall be done. I shall do.
What the fuck?
We've begun.
Puto pícaro. Esto no tiene nada.
Dear Landra, I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me,
I'm done.
if she hadn't been here.
Ay.
No! My little Oren! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Vaya hijos de puta.
How he's not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go, I don't want to see this.
Vale, acordaos de ese nombre, How. Porque más adelante nos volveremos a ver con él.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
What? Now.
Vale, a ver si puedo equipar. No, eso es una maza. Yo no tengo arquería. Y esto en principio es igual.
Can you hear the fighting? House men must be everywhere. My only grandchild is a ravaged corpse. What do I care about danger? The front gates. That's where your father must be. Listen, darling. We haven't much time. If we can't find your father, you must get out of here alive. Without you and Fergus, the entire Kusen line dies here. If Howe's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servant's entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me? Then survive and visit vengeance upon him.
Tal como suponía.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Ah! Here they come! They're right behind me!
Very well. Shall be done. As begun. I shall be done. As you said. Very well. As begun. Very well. That's true.
Ven aquí, hijo de perra.
Shall be done. As you said. I shall do. As begun. Very well. Shall be done. As you said.
¡Ah, la puta que lo parió! Venga, Magari. Gorda del culo.
Shall be done.
¿Qué quedaba uno aquí todavía? ¿En serio? What the fuck, otro Mavari. ¿Dónde ibas, cabrón? Vale. Rapiña, rapiña. Escombros. El maestro muerto. Ah. Pues no sé yo si de alguna manera... Bueno, debería de poder abrirse, claro. ¡Uy, el mago! Hijo de puta, qué hostia me ha metido.
Go, man the gates. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly. When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
A ver, algo que yo pueda coger por aquí. Hijo de perra. Tema crítico. Un puñadito de arena en los ojos hace maravillas, ¿eh? Vale, y ya está. Vale, aquí no parece que haya nada. ¡Hostia puta! ¡Wow! Toma, puñado de arena en el ojo. ¿Más? ¿Dónde va la señora, tío? What the fuck? Creo que a la IA se le ha ido un poco la olla, ¿eh? Aquí no hay nada más.
As you say, it shall be done.
Bueno.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Al's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Bah.
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think. Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, pup.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes! Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. House men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Maker be praised.
I am not surprised. I did not wish to leave your father alone.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me. But I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
You fought your way to me through Howe's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
Vale, esto no me acaba de quedar muy claro porque si esto se le cuenta a Kylan, que es el rey, no termino de encajar esto con lo que viene después. Pero bueno, no adelantemos acontecimientos. Venga, acepto la oferta.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
¿En serio?
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you. So we all die? No. Your place is now with the Grey Wardens. Mine is with your father, at his side, to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life, and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pal. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
Vaya, pues este comienzo parecía muy feliz, pero finalmente ha pasado lo que tenía que pasar. En fin.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Vale, no voy a decir nada. Quiero ver cómo encaja todo. Me llamo Cerbero.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Hal has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Hal to justice. You have my word.
Vale, dejémoslo aquí.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds. We are all in danger, my friend. Nothing can be done until your brother returns, and that will not be until the battle is over. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Sí, me voy a callar.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Vale. En las anteriores ocasiones se hacía un ritual.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
A pesar de lo cual no pareces demasiado tranquilo, sí.
True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Absolutely. We sent a call to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, and hope they will reach us before the Archdemon does. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining
vale.
without delay.
A ver, no quiero comentar nada porque los que no lo hayan jugado, no quiero adelantar cosas, ¿vale? Pero es que de todos los comienzos me da... Bueno, el del enano era chungo, ¿vale? Pero yo creo que este va a estar a la altura. En fin, el del elfo quizá no era tan traumático como este. Sí, pero no... Al menos el que yo hice. Pero este tiene enjundia. El ritual, sí.
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Vale, ¿qué necesitas que haga? Este secreto ritual. Venga, vamos a preguntar.
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Vale. Nuevo nivel. Bueno, esto de momento no lo puedo. Astucia, un poco más de constitución. Y más destreza. Vale, pica. Requiere nivel 4. Requiere nivel 4. Bajo la cintura. Vale, 2 armas. Golpe con 2 armas. Ah, manos hábiles. El tema es que seguramente llevaré a otro compañero pícaro. Y quizá no me interesa a mí invertir en esto. Que es lo de abrir cerraduras y tal y cual. Viendo combate pasivo. Las pasivas hay que tenerlas calentitas. No, el mío es de 2 armas, no soy arquero, así que... Hay que hacer este barrido con 2 armas. Este estaba bien, este pega un buen barrido y... Golpe con 2 armas. Recuperación 0,5. Tiempo de recarga 10 segundos. No puedes estar en impactos críticos ni puñaladas. Un daño significativamente superior. Va, pues venga, va, esta. Luego viene torbellino. A ver, está bien. Ok. Bueno, yo lo cierto es que no sé si cortar aquí ya porque siempre me lío bastante con estas cosas. Oh, aquí no te puedes caer.
Hey, you must be the Grey Warden recruit Duncan brought.
Vale. El cooldown de esto es bastante rápido, por lo que veo. Sí, creo que cortaré aquí y luego continuaré. Guardia de Loghain.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Say your business.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn. Very well.
Bueno, sí, ya hablaremos de eso más tarde.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await.
Voy a intentar avanzar porque... ¿Esos son magos?
That course of action is inadvisable.
¿Cómo ha dicho?
That course of action is inadvisable.
Vale, eso es un tranquilo. Los tranquilos son como magos capados, entre comillas.
Welcome, young man. I am one of the tranquil, my friend. I am of the circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity. Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
Venga, vamos a hacernos un poco el sueco. Así nos lo explicará mejor.
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
Sí, aquí ni los magos, ni los elfos, ni los enanos están bien vistos. Esto no es el Señor de los Anillos.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role. You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance? It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not. Goodbye.
Sí, bueno. Hombre, Win.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king. Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade? Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Vale. ¿Y es la verdad?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now. Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Vale, ya nos veremos, Wynne.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
Vale, estos son templarios. Otra de las facciones principales, por llamarlo de alguna manera, que hay en el juego. Pues sí, me acercaré al señor Alistair y ahí cortaré. Él aquí. Bueno, pues aquí no puedo saludar con el personaje, así que nada. No os preocupéis que este juego le daré caña. Tenía ganas de retomarlo y hasta que no lo termine no voy a parar. De todas maneras, lo que he dicho antes, me he dado cuenta de que los juegos que tienen mucho texto, tienen mucho que leer y mucho tal, la gente se cansa de verlos. Es decir, para mí son juegos que es mejor jugarlos que verlos. Hay otros que no, que me parece que es al contrario, que es mejor verlos que jugarlos. Pero bueno, en fin, esto corto aquí de momento y luego más.